Ladies and gentlemen, you are joined by four. It's BC TRAX going up against Bratan in game 2 of this best of 3 series. We have BC TRAX on the Hellborn side and Bratan on the Legion side. I'll be joined by Dosa, who's just currently gone for a few minutes. He'll be right back. Looking at the draft so far, we have the first 2 bands coming out from Legion that are Gladiator plus Flux. So they're directly addressing the picks that were in the previous game. They have a Moira ban as well, so they're just going to go ahead and ban the first 3 heroes that they picked on BC TRAX in the previous game. The side of Hellborn, they're going to ban Bushwhack and Soul Reaper, so those bans are maybe a bit more conventional, or are not necessarily in response to any of the heroes that they play on Go Bratan. They're just generally really strong heroes. One thing to keep in mind is that they actually swapped their drafter on Go Bratan, so it's now Fallen who's drafting. And in the previous game, it was Absentia. In the game before that, it was Obi-Wan. And in their first game, it was Dummy. So they're just testing every single player on the drafting role. So in case that they actually manage to win this particular game, they might get sauced on the drafter's role this time.
All right.
And Dosa is back.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you go through the bands?
I went through the first 4 bands, so if you can go through the next 3, that would be ideal.
So Moira and Icor. Icor is not a hero we do see banned a lot, I wouldn't say, right? That's a new ban in my eyes, at least.
I do think that Icor is a hero that has been not necessarily underutilized, but maybe underrated a little bit in general. I think that we've kind of seen a bit of a surge in the Icor picking lately, at least in Star League. The hero seems to be a really strong laner in general, and he's really hard to kill. So perhaps they're by recognizing that Sauce, I know he plays a lot of Icor in general, so they probably will pick Icor because they picked that hero yesterday as well. So
yeah, they did. So and we see that Pearl can get picked up by the Legion, and then Empath on the Hellborn. I do like both of those supports. I feel like Pearl and Empath is my favorite supports in the game. Like they're just. I love the Pearl. I love the Empath. And then also a Rally. A Rally is a good. I would assume that's a 4 on the Vulcan. He's not gonna swap. That's his hero. He locked in. If he could ready up, he would do it right now. And yeah, pretty straightforward bands. I mean picks and bands, I would say. I think that really sticks out, like the Gladiator, the Bushwhack, Flux, Soul Reaper band.
Well, maybe the Gladiator, Flux, and Moira were all bands or picks that VC TRAX picked in the previous game. So
yeah,
I suppose they just looked at the stats from the previous game and decided they don't want to play against those 3 heroes again. So maybe they'll ban the remaining 2 heroes that were CD and Behemoth in the second ban phase. just to have a brand new game.
We see that Blitz gonna get picked up by the Legion, and I would assume that's a 4. I would guess they're gonna pick up. That's a Pebbles, and that's also a mid Pebbles. I guess as well.
Yeah, I think it's I think you're right that it's a Pebbles in the middle lane and a position for Blitz. So we have Magnus ban coming out. I'm actually a bit surprised. I suppose they consider that they could pick Magnus for position 3. I do think Blitz and Pearl are both locked in the position 4 and 5, so maybe they expect them to pick a long lane Magnus.
Another Armadon ban, actually. Do you think they the Legion side, the VC TRAX, do you think that Go Bratan has some magical Armadon players in their team, or maybe they just don't want to play against it?
Maybe Sigma lost to Armadon recently, and he just doesn't want to play against that hero. That would be my my only guess. I don't really think, or at least I haven't noticed that anyone in the Go Bratan actually plays a lot of Armadon. So
maybe you're just afraid of it.
Maybe they're thinking it's just the hero that would be able to like kind of steal a game, even if they are playing well. But I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, and we see Magnus, Armadon from the Hellborn, and Amaraxis Wretched Hag. on the Legion, and then a lower side 4 is as the last ban from the Hellborn side. Which one would you think here is going to be the last ban here for the Legion?
They might ban some kind of carry here. Okay, they actually did ban a Swift Blade, so yeah, they did decide to ban a carry hero. They pick up a Madman instead. I think that's a pretty good hero against some hero like Blitz, where actually no, I take that back, because Blitz can actually can use the pilfering to gain vision on the Madman. So actually, in my opinion, the Blitz is a pretty good counter to Madman. So maybe I'm a bit surprised that they picked the Madman against the Blitz, because even though Madman can run really fast, the Blitz can kind of run away from that as well with the Quicken. So
yep, and it also can save another player from run, like he's using the E on the Quicken on teammates, and we run away. But yeah, we're gonna see a Kraken pick up on the Hellborn. We're gonna see the last 2 picks here on the Legion. I would assume it's gonna be a carry and a free. Yeah, I think they want to look up something that can beat a Kraken, right? They want something strong against a Kraken. Kraken probably gonna be on the long lane, I would assume, as a solo, and then a Madman short, and the rally is roaming around. And then the last pick on the Hellborn is gonna be a mid.
It could be a middle Kraken as well against the Pebbles, and then they could run like Madman top with the Empath, and then have the rally roaming and the long lane hero. They pick actually a Moon Queen here and a Belphegor. Ooh, that makes the draft really spicy. I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna go ahead and lane this, because I feel like Belphegor needs to have a good lane. I think Pebbles is a hero that needs to have a good early game, and Moon Queen is a hero that needs to have a good early game. So I think those 3 heroes in particular are heroes that are really, really depending on having a very good early game. Like if those 3 heroes fall behind, they don't really offer a whole lot, in my opinion.
So yeah, we're gonna see the Belphegor, Blitz, Pebbles, Pearl, Moon Queen on the Legion, and a Madman Rally, Defiler, Empath, and a Kraken on the Hellborn.
Do you think this could be a tri-lane Madman with the rally and the Empath, and then run solo top, or do you think they're going to go more like a traditional 2-1-2 with the Defiler in the middle lane?
I think they should man up long, so they don't want to get Moon Queen to have complete free farm, right?
Yeah,
like Moon Queen is a dangerous hero, but yeah, it looks like they are gonna try and long.
I think that's probably the right call to make here. I think it's, how do I say it? It seems very likely that they're going to send the Moon Queen into the safe lane. So I feel like you kind of want to. You can already see that the Empath TP down to ward there. So it does seem like they're planning on pressuring this Moon Queen. I feel like maybe it would be nice to see that the Legion has some kind of foresight and maybe dodges this tri-lane. I know it's really difficult to. That's also why I'm a little bit unsurprised that they actually picked the Moon Queen here, because I feel like they're kind of putting some pressure on themselves by picking a Moon Queen, because Moon Queen used to have a very good early game in order to be useful. But do you think they have any chance of winning this tri-lane with Moon Queen, Blitz, and Pearl? Against Matt? I don't think it's necessarily like the worst tri-lane ever. I do think Moon Queen became significantly weaker after she was nerfed. So I think prior to her nerf, she was actually not the worst tri-lane here. Not the greatest either, but she wasn't the worst. Because I definitely have laned that before, and with like some mixed experience and success. We have the Belphegor going on the long lane, probably up against the Kraken, which I probably would favor the Kraken with the changes to a splash, since it has a lot shorter cooldown at early levels, which is going to be pretty difficult for the Belphegor to go up against. Yeah. Do you think this matchup is favored for the Kraken or the Belphegor?
I would say Kraken, because like you just keep hitting, you have the sustained damage as a Kraken, and like as a Belphegor, you would never really kill the Kraken, because he would always want to have the charge up. You need 1+ to kill him, unless you get him to like 500 HP, you ulti, use the combo, and then maybe he dies. But it's gonna be a long shot. I think Kraken is way more favorable.
Do you think he was also favored before he was buffed? Or do you think it has
Nah, I wouldn't say that, because then the E wasn't that low cooldown. Like now the E is so low cooldown, like every third hit, is a guarantee E. So it's like just too much. I think the low cooldown on the E just gives you so much sustained damage that makes Balfagor, like as a Balfagor, like you want to poke the players, and if they poke you back, you're gonna have a hard time.
I agree. I think you're right.
But yeah, then we see the Filer Pebbles mid. I would assume that the Filer is gonna have the upper hand because of the low armor on the Pebbles, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely agree that the Filer should have the advantage here. I do think, though, that the Filer is a hero that tends to push out the lane if she uses her Wave of Death. I know that obviously it's possible just to freeze the lane. And Pebbles is a hero that is really, really good at lasting on the tower. So if the Defiler is like, pushing the lane too much, then Pebbles will be able to get his bottle at a somewhat reasonable time. But Kiango is also a really good laner in general. So I think that the Pebbles probably will have some kind of trouble, but it shouldn't be a lane that should necessarily completely spiral out of control. Granted that there are no significant misplays coming out. They're actually going to try to hunt the Pearl here. She's jumping forward. They're actually going to probably get the kill here with the wall into the Pearl. They're actually just going to get first blood immediately because...
Or are they? They're toying with them.
Yeah, the issue is here now that the Pearl has skilled her Soothing Presence, so she's not going to have any fighting power in this lane. In a tri-lane, it's going to take a while to get level 2, so... this is really bad news for the... I would be pretty unhappy with my Pearl dying before the creature spawned.
And also on top of that, you spec E. But I mean, I understand why he does, because he want to survive, but he dies and also specs E, which make it...
I think you almost just need to... well, he did buy a TP on the Pearl. I suppose he bought it before dying, but... he tried to de-ward, but he missed the ward because they actually didn't ward there at all. And I'm a bit concerned about the Legion's tri-lane here now that they don't have any. They do have a heal, so I suppose they can heal the Moon Queen if she does get engaged on. But let's see if they're able to stand the pressure. The wall comes out, and it was a stalk. I don't seem to commit any further than this.
I think they know that they can play a bit aggressive now because of the Pearl E, right?
Yeah.
They know he doesn't have a Q. They know they have more damage. They know they can be a bit more dangerous to them right now.
Yeah.
Don't you think when they trade in short and they could assume they're gonna trade in this? Don't you think that they wanna block the pull camp here?
Yeah, as actually I was about to say, I feel like the ward that the Pearl placed on the ward there, on the trying to de-ward the ward on the high ground probably should have just been placed on the medium camp, because I feel like with 3 range heroes, they probably could have just frozen the lane near the towers if the pull camp was blocked. Obviously, I think the side of Help 1 would be pretty quick to de-ward it, but now they're kind of getting in a situation where they're being forced really far out. They're actually getting engaged by the Madman with the Empath. There's going to be a kill here on the Moon Queen. They're going to start chasing the Pearl as well. I think she's going to get out, but you can see that like they're sort of being forced to go out of their safe area because the pull camp is not currently blocked, and this is obviously something that they probably should have addressed if they want to be able to play a relatively sort of defensive or passive tri-lane here. Because this just screams constant engagement with the pull camp. Looking at the top lane, the Belphegor has 7 last hits, the Kraken is sitting at 11-1, so he's slightly ahead as we expected. I think he's going to go for, probably going to get a bottle here on the Kraken in a moment. He's sitting at 650, okay, he just got his bottle.
Do you think the bottom is the way to go here? As a Kraken?
I think it's sort of okay. It just gives him the extra mana that he can spam his Torn a bit more. Gives him a reason to run to the top rune. I don't hate it. Like, I think it's okay. I think the extra mana is probably pretty nice. The Belphegor actually offers to buy a Ring of the Teacher, which I'm a little bit surprised by.
Look at the concern here. They're gonna get... Nice.
Yeah, you can see here that he's just going to be able to heal up. Wait, actually, he might go for a kill here. I think he's going to be able to get the kill with the Gust here if he chases. He's going to try to juke him here. He doesn't. Okay, he actually got the kill here with the Gust.
So, you know what? He actually won 2 points in Q on the Kraken. He does not give us.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I don't mind that. I think it's pretty strong in this lane. You don't really want to waste mana on the charge too much, and the harass from the level 2 Torrent with his splash is just going to be unbearable. So they actually decide to TP the Moon Queen on the top lane after she falls second time here. You can see the Moon Queen didn't even skill her stun at all. She opted to go for a multi-strike plus Lunar Glow, which is quite surprising, actually. But I suppose she just...
I do not like that at all, man. You need that stun, man. You're tri-laning. You need that extra damage. You need that stun, man. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure what the thought process was here. So they had a Pearl with a heal and a Moon Queen with a Lunar Glow level 1. So they just had no way to fight off this aggression from the side of Hellborn. They do decide to send her on the top lane. You can see the Battlefield War TP'd bottom, so they're just going to rotate their lanes a little bit. The rally already TP'd to the top, kind of expecting that they're probably going to send more resources up there, and they're probably going to look to try to pressure this Moon Queen out of the lane, which I think is the correct way to do. You just want to make sure that this Moon Queen is just being addressed at all times, like not allowed to hit any creeps whatsoever. So I think it was a nice rotation coming up from Hulka here. I think he did TP out. He's actually going to get the Ghost here. There's a haste rune from the Kraken. He's going to chase the Moon Queen here. I think they might be able to get the kill here with that haste rune. And Moon Queen goes down to the Kraken.
yeah, I don't know what the idea here is that Moon Queen is gonna solo top here against the...
They actually have an engagement on the Tyler here in the middle lane. She does get comboed by the Pebbles, and the Blitz is gonna get the last hit here on the Tyler. So
meanwhile, at bottom lane, the buffer is gonna fall though.
Yeah, and the Pearl is also in serious danger now. She doesn't have Soothing Presence jump. Actually, she does.
Oh, that wall! Yeah. That's a huge wall by Mac.
But he's gonna... No, he's fine with the apple. Just save him.
And once again,
down. This Moon Queen is... we actually have a kill here coming out from the Blitz. On the empath, he's got a 3-0 score at this point. They're going to silence the Madman here into the stun. They're actually going to get the kill here on the Madman.
Nice.
Wow, I did not expect that. I don't think Madman expected that himself. We're actually going to have the kill here on the Kraken from the Pearl.
What is going on? That's happening, kids everywhere right now, from both sides. So yeah, they're like the Pebbles is 3-0. I mean, sorry, the Blitz is 3-0 right now. And yeah, it's we're back and forward. We're still seeing a 2k, almost 2k, 1.6k lead now for the Hellborn side. Which is not like, it's not the biggest, but it's sure is like it's a big lead still. I don't know. I think they need to get a rotate. Like they need to keep up the momentum. They need to run around.
It's actually on the middle lane. They might actually be trying to look for another kill here. I don't think they're going to be able to actually get anything out of this engagement here. I think the Filers should be fine. The Pebbles actually hesitated for a little bit. Now it seems that they're actually the ones running away. I think they should be fine here. Granted, Pebbles doesn't overstay. He might actually get out to the Kraken. He's just... yeah, I'm not sure what the thought process was there.
He wanted that creep kill, man. He said, you know, this is mine.
I think his plan was actually to stun the Defiler and throw it into the Blitz under the tower, which was a bit surprising considering they were both at 20% HP here. The Moon Queen's going to get engaged on with a Whirlpool into Gust, and she's going to go down here. Now, this is her 5th death in 6 minutes, so she's not having a great time here.
You know what? I think soon the Legion side, they're going to have to report this Moon Queen soon for feeding.
Yeah. Do you think this would constitute smart griefing?
It depends on the rating, right? You need to be a bit of a high rating.
If I go into his stats and I check his rating, he is actually at the rank of Diamond 1, so he would be considered a high.
Yeah. Then we might have a case of smart griefing right here.
Is this smart griefing is this smart feeding or regular feeding?
We have to check up on that after the game, I think.
Alright, we'll have to address that after the game. On a more serious note here, the Belphegor actually gets killed by the Madman. So the Belphegor also seems to be struggling a little bit. He's almost 300 GPM, which is not awful by any means. But that being said, the Madman is at a whopping 500 GPM. So he's having a great start here. Already has a steam boost, his power supply. He's got 900 gold almost saved up. Probably going to work towards a cleaver at this point, I would imagine. Could also be going for something else, but I think Cleaver seems like the most obvious choice here. The Pebbles is once again going to go down on the middle lane to the Defiler, who's also going to bring down the tower. they're gonna land a 3-man gank here on the rally on the top lane by the Moon Queen, the Pearl, and the Blitz, and it's actually gonna be the Moon Queen who gets the last hit here. So she's gonna have her first kill here. It's gonna bump her up to 240 GPM, which is good news for her, but it's still gonna be quite the uphill climb on this stage. So.
Yeah, but yeah, we're seeing a 6k lead in 8 minutes. It's not. I think it's better than last game. I think, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it's better. They're actually gonna try to go for a kill in the pilot. She's just barely. Oh, she actually goes down to the Blitz once again. Nice. On a 4-0 score. So Blitz is doing really well. I do think he might go down here to the Madman, who's chasing with an impact inside of her. Is Blitz able to get his pill? Oh, he actually goes down here to Madman. So that would be his first step. Madman's gonna work towards killing the Belvedere here. I do think he actually can't click. Okay, so he actually kills the Belvedere with the stalk. A lot of kills going on right now.
Yeah, it's not looking very good for the Legion side right now. They're dying here and there on all the cores. Only the one that has positive stats right now is Blitz. Will Blitz be able to carry this? He got the soul trap.
He's smoked up here. He's ready for more action. I think actually he's going to be able to get a kill here on the Kraken. If he doesn't, will it break the smoke? Will he get him? I think he's. Come on, I think he's going to get the kill here, and that's a stun into a pilfering, hopefully, into a soul trap.
There we go, man.
That's a kill, Breggy, and he goes out. So
he got it, Breggy.
Has the second/third highest GPM in his team now with a 5-1 score. So although the Blitz is doing very well, it's probably one of those heroes where you would probably prefer if this 5-1 score was on a different hero. But
yeah, maybe if he now was the Moon Queen instead, that would have been great, right?
Yeah, but
he's gonna ulti the Madman. Oh, and he's gonna get the kill on him.
This Blitz is just doing a lot of work.
This Blitz, man.
He's currently the MVP of his team. He's the person keeping them in the game with these rotations. And you can see that the Madman, once the pilfering connects to the Madman, he's in a lot of trouble because then they can just see him when he's in this and he can't really want to run away. So you have an engagement here with the Defiler with a Moon Queen ultimate. Whirlpool comes out, he lands a double stun with the Compel.
He runs into his death. Aburuk's gonna kill him twice. And HoN actually gonna get a kill on the Yanko, and Yanko is gonna buy back there.
I think Yanko actually died to the minions here from the Belvedere. So would you say this is a rage buyback?
I would say a mad cause bad buyback.
But did you know that if you rage buyback twice, it's actually bannable? So if we actually see that if I does another rage buyback here, he will actually be in line of a ban.
It looks like we're gonna have a GM looking into this game after the game. So yeah. We said bottom lane that Pebble gonna get picked off.
We have a DM pause here coming out on the.
Is it? Maybe it's actually a pause. Who knows?
I think it might be a regular pause. It does seem like this pause came out kind of at the exact same time as they killed Obi-Wan Kenobi. So might be a bit of pause. Just good timing. So the Madman bought his sustainer. He's up to 530 GPM. He's probably working towards a cleaver at this point. Moon Queen is not doing nearly as well. She's got her Soul Scream ring. I suppose maybe she's gonna try to get a Madfred here or something, just as like a last attempt to get something going for her. I'm not sure what the plan is here for this Moon Queen. She does not seem to have any footing in this game.
Sometimes you just want to give your support the knuckles, so you get all the chargers, and then he can just get it back. That would be the most ideal here. So he gives the knuckles to the Blitz, he gets all the chargers, and then
Well, to be fair, if you think about it, Blitz is an agility hero, so you might just want to keep the knuckles on the Blitz, who is actually doing all the work.
He would steal it, you mean? Ah, I see.
Yeah, or just actually.
Is he here?
You have an engagement. Belvedere goes down to Compel plus Seismic Slam combo. The Kraken is actually on very low HP. It does go down after.
But the Blitz again, man. The Blitz is popping off, man. Look at it.
Blitz is doing a lot of work, but I don't think it's quite enough. Will there be another kill here? They do kill. As long as their most important hero did die, and he got Oh, he's actually going forward. Will they be able to get a kill here? Ooh, he's out of mana on the map, and he does have a
blitz.
The heal comes out from the impact, healing the. But there might be a combo here from the Pebbles. He seems to be a little bit confused with Pebbles. He's tossing forward the Belgor, who does land his ultimate.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, it was a big ass combo.
Into Balfagor, man.
But here comes, he stunts his way out of it. But
stunning Aaron Ghost once again.
Pearl goes in, she's gonna get compelled by the Kraken. She gets hit by Whirlpool, pops her bubble. Kraken kills her with the splash. The Regurgitate comes out from the Balfagor. She's being currently essence linked by the Empath. And he's gonna go down as well to the Kraken. So,
yeah, we are looking into a pretty one-sided match once again. I don't think it's gonna be a comeback this game either, unless Blitz can multiply by 5 and become 5 players. Yeah, so yeah, it's looking grim, very grim.
Yeah. What would be the last hope here for the Legion side? What could they kind of do here to try to hold on to this game? Is there any way back to this in this game, or is all hope lost?
They should put all the baskets on the Blitz and let him try to carry.
Right.
He's the only hope, man. 6-1. Meanwhile, the carry is 1-8, huh? Who's the real carry now, huh?
Yeah, you might as well just put the camera on the Blitz and just follow him and see what he can do here. Let him do his magic.
Do we see Mix here being a bit of trouble? He's gonna run into Balfagor here.
And, he does block them off with his wall. The Blitz comes in here. Blitz is on the hunt here. The Empath does see the Blitz and she runs away. They're actually gonna get an engagement on the Muku in the back with the Compel. So the Whirlpool comes out up in 3 seconds. Ellie gets away. They actually do kill the Empath here, so that's very nice. Let's see if Kraken's going to be able to make some magic happen here. They have a ward from Mech, so they're going to have good vision in it for this fight here. The Fowler goes in with their ultimate. Balfagor returns with his ultimate. He goes down to the charge plus splash. The Madman is currently sleeping in the middle of the fight.
Sleeping, man. Maybe he got, what is it called? Enoshment? No, what's it called?
Stun.
Oh.
So the charge just barely didn't connect here.
Nah, but that was very close to Piston.
Yeah, I actually thought that. Oh, we have an old chat coming out from the Kraken, which is the Pebble, sorry, which is quite impressive considering he's on a whopping 0-4 score.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have another 15-minute concede coming out. So that was 4 games for Bratan in 1 hour. So
well, Obi-Wan wasn't AFK, so they actually CC'd on the minute mark this time. On the 15-minute mark, I mean.